I was like,
well,
I'll
it's
just
fine.
start doing stuff while Bird's doing whatever.
Oh my
'Cause I
god, I
just
spawned
build.
in on a jump pad. Just immediately, it's like, what?
There
Turns
you
out
go. I dropped half my stone.
awesome. Turns out I've got like 4,000 stones, so this should help.
That's very heavy.
Yeah. Look. I just if you
crap,
eat
I can't
nothing
make any
but
more
like
bullets.
yeah, highly pressurized burritos. You,
Pressurized burritos. Whoa.
That's NASA grade burritos.
did you? I mean, you guys have seen DBZ, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Capsule Corp has made some staggering strides towards extreme obesity.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about right now.
Oh,
Extreme
okay.
obesity.
Yeah.
I need a second.
Sorry, I guess more specifically, you've never seen the original Dragon Ball that much.
Oh,
Durgan,
no, I
Durgan.
haven't seen Dragon Ball.
Right,
Yeah,
the
so
Durgan.
Dragon Ball had a tournament arc. Go figure. It had a tournament arc very specifically about.
They would never.
Yeah. Very specifically.
So if it wasn't
About-
clear, Bird, I'm just using up all my traps.
I know.
Oh crap!
I'm
That's a
just
healing. That's a
doing
healing
this
trap. I
shit
should have put
because
that
whatever.
for us.
Really?
I made a
Really?
mistake.
Oh, not enough wood.
I feel I would feel bad if I played this without building something, so I built something useless. Shall we start the mission?
I found another jump pad, so I'm gonna go put that with all the other ones.
Boing, boing, boing.
We're gonna have a great victory screen.
It should
Oh,
have that
this reminds
classic.
me of my Playmobil castle.
Should have that classic Sonic the Hedgehog drink sound.
Oh no! You can't put multiple jump pads on the same building slot. It's treated as one square, and you can't put them all over the same square.
As a kid, I
well.
thought that the Sega Genesis sounded really cool and good. Then I realized, as an adult, that only Sonic the Hedgehog sounded cool and good. Every other Sega Genesis game sounds like ass.
What else was there?
No, you're building like
I need a little rest.
I don't know.
light speed.
Moonwalker. Moonwalker sounded really
There,
good.
now
though.
there's a second one here for no reason.
Moonwalker sounded pretty cool.
I'm trying to get this done because the gazebo took a while.
Are you saying it sounds good, like as a cool idea, or sounds good as in like audio
Yeah,
quality?
the music quality sounds good.
Ah.
But then that also brought us such soundtracks as like Spider-Man Webs of Fire or whatever that thing is called.
Webs of fire.
What was it called? Spider-Man Webs of something, right?
Sweet webs of fire.
There was
I
also...
don't wanna. I do not want to play Spider-Man Webs of something.
Webs.
Spider-Man Webs of
Webs of question mark. Webs of questionable origin.
So do you shoot him out of your hands or no?
Oh,
I
No.
accidentally built that.
I can
Sorry.
tell you definitely not.
Webs just are.
Like, you
I
know,
gotta
I
go
would
get some more
really
stone.
stop asking questions about how the webs are shot. You know, let's just put a stop to that conversation right now.
Did I start it up?
Okay, defensive Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, conversationally defensive Spider-Man. Will he answer? Questions, no. He doesn't like to talk about that. He's Spider-Man. Please
Phil,
stop
if you
talking to
wanna-
him.
if you wanna either put some traps on this thing or
I put traps just outside the wall,
okay.
all around like the front and a little bit on the
Ceiling
sides.
zapper, ceiling zapper, ceiling zapper, ceiling zapper.
Spider-Man,
Ceiling zapper,
Spider-Man,
ceiling zapper.
how's it going? Don't want to talk about it. Mary Jane, how's you doing? Don't want to talk about it? Go away. Look out, it's teenage Spider-Man.
Look out, Mary Jane's dead again.
He comes back though. It's Gwen Stacy. No, she's the one that's
Yeah.
truly just dead all the time.
I'm literally just using up all my traps.
We know.
Uh-uh.
Just because they keep filling up, and I'm like, I need to get rid of these.
We,
It's a problem. Stop giving me more traps.
we know, Keith. Spider-Man Webs of Shadows? That
That's a
doesn't even
new
make any
one.
sense. And I
That
don't
was-
think that's
how about-
right.
Web of
What
Shadows
about-
is a real game, but that's not a
Whew,
Sega
need to take
game.
five.
Yeah.
That's a
I-
recent
I
game.
wanna
That's
play
an Activision game.
Yeah.
I want to play Spider-Man Web of Shame,
Web of shame. Oh no. Oh right, I have to go all the way back to the, I have to go back to the storm
Yep.
shield.
Spider-Man web of substance?
Spider-Man sustenance.
Web of food.
Web of Shadows is one of those dumb names because it's Activision making annual games, so they don't
Yeah.
care.
Here we go.
Oh.
Shield power
Their name, if their
increasing.
name, if the yeah, there's an Activision makes an annual Transformers game, an annual
Prepare for attack
Spider-Man
and
game, and anything else they can make annual until it dies. There
Spider-Man,
used to be,
did you
used
just
to be
shoot?
Tony Hawk and Guitar Hero, but now they're dead too.
Are these webs made out of ham?
They're
Yeah.
just like Spider-Man,
Oh, there it is.
Web of Shadows, Spider-Man Dimensions, and like dumb subtitles. Spider-Man Revelations. You know
Spider-Man,
you have ideas when you
Breath
call your
of the
game
Wild.
Revelations. You know a franchise gave up when it names one of their games Revenge or
Oh.
Reloaded or Revelations.
But you know you got ideas when it's Revengeance.
Yeah. The self-parody name is great. But yeah, if your subtitle starts with letters RE, then you're like, it's based around the idea of we're doing it again. It's inherently a subtitle about not having new ideas.
Whoa! Little guys can leap in the air.
Yeah, they're jumpy. Feel free to like back up a little bit and just let the traps handle them.
Eh.
Spider-Man web of shit.
Spider-Man, web of
Spider-Man fiscal quarters 2018.
What?
That's what they actually are.
The new
just fiscal
Spider-Man
re-
games?
They're just games designed to come out during a fiscal quarter release.
Oh,
Wait, are we?
That's all they are.
I thought it was like Spider-Man accountant or something.
Well, I
like
mean,
that.
there's Saul Spider-Man.
Well, that's somebody else's joke, so I'm not going to
Yeah, I
steal
know.
that.
A shame.
I have this great idea, guys. Hear me out. It's called Paul Spider-Man. And he's like, oh, damn it. Oh, what with the webbing?
You know what?
And who?
With the webbing. The important thing is
I-
performance.
I would actually be totally down with like
I want to play Spider-Man
Paul-
Management Sim.
well, no, I was gonna say Paul Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, the high school sim.
Oh,
So
jeez.
Paul
Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
just sounds like a robot chicken idea.
Well, I was gonna say like Paul Spider-Man would be would actually be like a real estate salesman or something like that. You know, just nice
Like-
basic normal dude.
yeah, everyone's always just like, are you related to Spider-Man? And he has to be like, no.
Well, no, he like has his phone number in the yellow pages because that's what normal people do. And,
And
he
everyone's
keeps
calling
getting
him
phone
for help?
calls. Yeah, so he'll be like, commuting to work, and then his phone will start just ringing, and he's like, God damn it!
It's like Spider-Man, there's a robbery in progress. Like, oh jeez.
And he's like,
It's like, have you tried
name's
phoning the
Paul.
police?
And like people will like actively like try and like wait outside of his apartment to see who he is to like quote unquote unmask him, catch him in the act of unmasking. And he's like maybe kind of a fit guy, so it's almost believable. So he has to start like putting on weight just so it's not.
Oh no! So now this
His-
persona problem's ruining his life.
No, think
Yeah,
about it this
exactly.
way. Paul
Getting dark
Spider-Man,
now.
he's got that body type where his shoulders are really broad, but he's still fat. But, like, he's got enough other upper body mass that he looks buff-ish.
The
It's a very specific body type,
Incredibles
apparently.
dad body.
Yeah, kind
Yeah,
of, but also
Pretty
fat.
much, yeah.
He's fat in that movie.
He is fat in that movie.
I liked that movie. It was a nice take on superhero-dom. And then they went on to an island, and I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Oh, wait, where you didn't like the rest of the movie?
Yeah, the rest of the movie was okay, but I like the idea of like old retired superheroes that are like trying to moonlight and like relive the glory days and like shit like that.
So you like
The
the
Because who else
Watchmen?
does that? I mean, sort of, but the Watchmen
Who else
did
does
not-
that? While we're both saying Watchmen over each other.
No, it's true. But like in a lot of cases,
You mean the most
Watch-
influential comic of all time?
At the same time, like I understand where you're going with it, but like the Watchmen definitely had like a very like
Oh shit, they're behind us.
Watchmen definitely had like really grim base storyline.
Uh-oh.
Yes, it did.
And I just want a storyline that's like totally just banal, like two fat superheroes that are like actively trying to prevent crime when they're not needed and stuff like that, and they're like.
I once saw on the internet this really funny picture that was a parody of the original Superman comic. It was just the cover of it, but back before, you know, people knew how to market superhero comics, this was called like what was it, like Action Comics or something like that.
Yeah.
So Action Comics #1 was the debut of Superman. And so there's a
just
really
like how just like the debut of Batman was Detective Comics.
yes, there's this really funny old picture at this point on the internet of something called Mundane Comics, and it's it's a guy like walking by a car.
In Action Comics.
It's a guy walking by a car that's just driving, looking really bored. Because they photoshopped Superman out of it. Because in the first Action Comics #1 issue, Superman is picking up a car as if he's gonna throw it. In this, the
Yeah.
car is just driving like normal.
Wait, so it's like the Superman equivalent of Garfield without Garfield?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is actually like really predates that idea. This image is old. I think it came from Fark or something, so that's old.
God, I haven't heard the name Fark in ages.
That's all the way to the right on my voltometer.
My God!
It's off the scale.
Of old.
It's coming in at 3 pico Victrolas.
Was
Not
from
registering
Generation
on my
A?
sundial.
Generation. Oh God. Oh man.
And that was the day Bird heard a new old joke.
He didn't think it was possible. He thought he'd heard them all. But truly, you can teach an old bird new jokes.
No, you can't.
No, you can just expose them to them.
Yeah.
You can just be new joke adjacent.
I operate psychologically entirely by association.
I just realized that I haven't crafted a new bullet in like several sessions now.
Yeah.
I need ammo like nothing else.
Can you imagine
Make some.
if like people learned by association the same way animals do? Where it's like, you know, if you're a kid and you fail a math test, you learn like by thinking like it's really bad to be in the same room as a failed math test and my parents, not like being able to comprehend cause and effect like that.
Oh.
Well, I mean, that would destroy society almost immediately.
True, because it's really, really difficult to form any sort of cognitive model of the universe if you learn entirely by association.
Then again,
Get
I
it
guess
together,
that's kind of how-
animals.
I guess that's kind of how we like hit the obesity problem, because like for a while we didn't even realize that like all of the sugars and corn products that we've been eating for the past like century or so have been terrible for us.
I don't know, maybe. But it just
Have we
fascinates
been
me
doing
to think.
anything for centuries?
It just fascinates me to think like that's how dogs think.
In the action.
It's like, man, it's a really bad idea to be in the same room as my owners and poop at the same time. They really don't like that situation when it arises.
My favorite are dogs looking in mirrors.
Yes.
Just being generally confused. Hey, they're finally attacking the amplifier we built.
That's good.
After
I'm
doing just
preoccupied
kind of
moving
not that
bullets
for a while.
around. There we go.
It's weird how traps only have a few uses.
Yeah,
I have a
traps
feeling
are
pads for us to
kind of
use
shit
5
at
times.
this point in the game. Maybe they get better. I don't know.
I really wish this game had more of a focus on traps than shooting. The shooting is actually like rather enjoyable, but like
I feel like
just
the
want
traps
to
are
make a
just
death
tacked
maze.
on. Like they don't fit.
Which is weird because they were the original premise.
Yeah, but the shooting is like great.
I do kind of wish the original idea teased by the trailer happened, where you would be defending one location for an extended period of time, where like day-night cycles would be like the protect versus gather cycle, basically.
I
You'd
think
have different
that's actually,
tasks
like,
for different players and stuff.
I get that,
I think
but have you seen their ability to make interesting maps? Doesn't exist.
I think that's actually like in the pipeline, though. I don't know if it would pan out that way.
It seems like the game you want to play if you want that experience of State of Decay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, mostly. State of Decay does not have good like base building yet. It's mostly just like you can slot in a bedroom here in the room.
But maybe the sequel? I don't know yet.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I mean, even if like the sequel adds nothing but apart from graphic fidelity and
And
multiplayer,
co-op.
it will still be good.
Is the State of Decay 2-player or 4-player?
4.
Well, I guess we're
Yeah.
playing that all together.
Yeah.
I really thought that we were
no.
going to be taking care of survivors and.
Yeah, I thought
That's
we'd be
State of Decay.
doing more of that.
That is State of
If it
Decay.
makes you feel better,
What?
for
What the hell?
If State of Decay 1 is anything to go by, it has like a win state and a campaign compared to this.
Yes, it does.
It's like Fortnite crossed with Dying Light,
You did it.
Yeah,
where there's actually
except
stuff
for it
progressing
doesn't
and
go
happening.
deep into either of them, but that's also kind of okay.
List of all Superman.
But also with permadeath.
Yeah, that part's scary.
Bye.
I like turned a corner and got punched in the face by like a big fat guy who then proceeded to grab me and slam me against the wall a bunch of times. So I'm like, no, I just got this guy.
All
Please
right,
don't.
Bird and I have finished the mission.
Yep.
We just finished
it.
you.
Oh, good
Timing.
timing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't even communicate about when to start the objective part. We
Nope.
could've nailed it. But yeah, when we got to the victory screen, I'm just gone again because of the bounce pad.
Yep.
That's great.
Oh yeah, I was still sending you off. Funny.
I tried to add more, but you can't.
Oh.
The area, our victory screen area is treated as a singular.
Building structure.
Actually, you might
yeah.
be able to add another one to the left for when there's 4 players.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
llamas.
So you can't
Hooray.
add multiple bounce pads the same like 2x2 floor grid. You have to
I always
add them
kind of
on-
wish you could actually opt into auto destroy all llamas.
Guys,
Yeah.
when I complete the next mission, I get the extra thick.
You get the extra thick.
Yes.
Don't you already have that? You didn't have that character yet?
No, I haven't
Oh.
gotten Tank Penny.
Oh,
I think the rest of us have her, but
Yes.
Yeah.
not Bird.
is that who you wanted to play as?
No, not really.
We need to craft 5 healing pads and complete 2 missions in a 5+ zone.
Wait, I
They
can't.
literally add like
I
an
can't evolve my
arbitrary amount of
hero yet?
buffer.
No, you have to unlock the ability to evolve heroes.
Yeah, you have to go
Meh.
down the tree.
Llamas.
So in the skill tree, you need to find the branch that's about your of the 4 classes, and you need to unlock the big 2 icon, the 2-star that's at the end of each of the 4 branches. That's what you're looking for.
I see. Ninja, Outlander, Constructor, Soldier. I see. So I need to do
Yep.
that one.
That's
And
how you get the
then-
next tier.
But I want it now.
You want it all, and you want it now.
No.